Hi everyone, and welcome back to Internet Racing School, or how I like to say, IRS Wolf, my channel. And today I am visiting Lydd Circuit. First of all, we're gonna talk about, of course, about racing line, because that's why we're here. That's why we do this project, which is called Lion King. Also, look what's happening. This is the old reception. Here they building completely new pavilion, so I'm definitely gonna speak with the members of staff, organizers, coordinators, and I'm gonna find out what's happening here. Over there, just over there, we have a big scrutineering pavilion with the corporate carts also, and most important, today we have a here happening event, which is Lydd Kart Circuit club championship. It's called actually, all this information we're gonna find out from organizers. So Lydd Kart Circuit, let's go and let's find out as much information as possible. A little bit about this circuit. What type of circuit is it? Is it more technical? Is it more
basic?
Basic.
But it's fast.
Can you explain a little bit?
There's no real technical corners as such. So it's fast.
Fast. And what is the lap time with the Rotex around here?
Depends who you ask.
What is your lap time?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you that.
No. Okay, what is the record here?
The record, I think, has changed now, isn't it?
Like 38.
Yeah. 48?
About things like low 38 around here.
38.
38, it's 38.3, I think.
Something like that, yeah, low 38.
Alright, got it. How difficult this circuit?
It's quite a technical circuit.
Technical?
Yeah, it can be quite challenging.
What is the best part for you, and what is the worst part for you?
I like the technicality of especially the chicanes.
Chicanes?
Yeah, so you've got turn one, which is chicane, and then you've got one that follows it.
Is that because they're fast?
Yeah, they're very fast. You take a lot of entry speed into there, and they can be quite tricky from the point of view where if you go in too fast, not only will you lose time on the first corner, but you'll also lose time obviously on the second turn on the left-hander, the chicane.
And what would you say the difficult part of the circuit? Which one is where you maybe struggle? Or
challenging corner, I would say for me, is the top hairpin.
Corner number what, 3, 4?
Yeah, 3 effectively. If you're taking
effective.
chicanes as one corner.
What is your best lap time here?
Best lap time is, well, I'm relatively new, so it's my first race meeting. Best lap times are 38.8.
38?
Yeah, I'm hoping to improve on that today though, of course, but all depends on whether.
Right, so Cameron Clark, I'm the manager of the race team. I teach all the drivers how to compete competitively within the motorsport industry. Right now I'll take you around the circuit to do a track walk, a 1024 metre circuit. So coming off the start finish line, we're coming into the first chicane, which is the first corner after the start finish line, and where the concrete goes a different colour, this is your turning in point now. Going onto this concrete, the reason you want to take this bit is because you want to cut the corner as much as possible to get that nice angle coming into the first chicane. And with a senior Rotax, your braking point will be before that little runoff area there. So this will be your apex. Some drivers may take this curb, some drivers might not. Taking this curb will unsettle the kart. Personally, I don't take this curb. Coming out of the first chicane, you want to be nice when you're coming through this section here. You'll be as smooth as possible on the steering wheel. That's the most important thing about this circuit, is being as smooth as possible, because you don't want to unsettle the kart. So coming out of this first chicane, you're going to be taking this diagonal curb here. You will come out as much as possible, take as much area as you can, but you don't want to go beyond this point where I'm standing here. And when you're coming out of this section, you want to straight line as much as possible, clipping this curb here and running out to the edge of the circuit. So just after that, just where that drain pipe is there, that's pretty much where you're turning in, so where you're standing now. Going straight all over this curb. This is very important to go all over this curb. Again, same as the second chicane, same as the first chicane, sorry, you can take this curb or you can come off of it. I personally don't like taking this curb. And coming off that, you want a nice wide line coming out of it, and you want to be aiming to run where I am now. You'll be using this little runoff here. You'll come out to this, when you're coming out of the second chicane, you want to go out to the edge of the circuit. My turning in point for this bit is literally where these tyres, or where I can see that cone. That's where I want to be turning in. And then apexing through this corner here is about where I'm standing now. That's your apex, and you'll be holding it all the way around. You'll be coming off the curb about now, and you're coming out to the edge of the circuit here. You need the momentum coming out of that corner to get the drive coming into this corner to do a good lunge on someone.
Right, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Sue Hart. I'm the club secretary for the race meetings that happen here, and office administrator for the business, and I do the diary bookings for the high kart events here. Today we have an owner-driver IKR, that's independent kart racing, race meeting, where you have Bambino, Cadet, Juniors, Seniors, Pro Karts, visiting grid FQ250, and all owner drivers racing in their class.
And how many rounds?
How many rounds? Lydd Kart Circuit does 2 championships. We have a 6-round summer championship, which today is the last summer race meeting, and then we have a winter championship which starts next month October, which is also 6 rounds.
Oh, so it's actually all year round?
All year round, once a month racing every second Sunday of the month.
That's very good. Very good for drivers. Can you tell me a little bit the history of the circuit?
Myself limited, however, James Clark, the circuit owner, took it over in 2011.
I'm James Clark, I'm the circuit owner of Lydd Kart Circuit. Lydd's been around now for about over 30 years. It was extended in the 90s as a bigger track. It's probably one of the fastest circuits in the country. We concentrate mainly on club racing. That's what we do once a month. We also have visiting clubs that we hire the circuit to, and also we're very popular with the corporate, which is where we sort of predominantly make most of the income to keep the circuit going.
any MSA events?
We do have some MSA events. We have a couple of those each year. It's an MSA circuit. We have a MSA track license, and hopefully we'll be in going talks with the MSA to maybe take our club race in MSA, which we've still yet to sort out.
Yep, in 2011 James took it over. He put a lot of investment in. He's still putting a lot of investment in. First of all, he did the big workshop, big white building down the end that you see, which is garages, workshop, kart storage. And then 2 years ago, he completely resurfaced the track, which was a lot of money. So we've had a new track surface now for about a couple of years. It's working very well. It's very popular, very successful. And the third project, which you can see is halfway underway, is going to be offices, reception, hire cart facilities downstairs for showers and toilets, and then upstairs is going to be a much better cafeteria, a nicer clubhouse, walk out onto the veranda.
And plus viewing area on the circuit.
Plus viewing area on the circuit, yes.
Right, what's your name?
Alfie.
Alfie. Can you tell me how are you doing today? How is your result today?
Good.
Good. What is your lap time today?
I haven't got a lap time on my
No?
thing.
But you're quick. Nice. Can you tell me, is this circuit, is it difficult or it's easy?
It's easy.
Easy? Can you tell me why it's easy?
Because the bends are a little bit easy.
A little bit easy, yeah? You feel confident here? You're overtaking the other drivers? Yeah, how many times you've been here?
I don't know.
What is the most exciting part of the circuit for you? Which is the most exciting?
Doing the racing.
Doing the racing?
But it's my first race doing it here.
This is your first race? And you like it? Nice. What do you think, you're gonna win?
No.
You have to be positive, you have to say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, give me 5. Here you go, mate. Right guys, Lydd Kart Circuit has a karting shop which is not big at the moment, but I think when they finish building this pavilion, I think they will, I'm not sure, but I'm only guessing they will move part of the car shop over there. But now I'm gonna show you what they have inside of this car shop. Right, so look guys, here we have kart parts like sprockets, different sizes and different plastic bits. Also here lots of lubricants, oils, like nuts and bolts. Look, throttle cables, the other different cables. We have racing suits. Oh, lots of used go-karts. Also you can buy here tires, rims, wet tires, Maxis. Look, another wet tires, Dunlop. Again wets, look, slicks, Dunlop, Maxi slicks, all the major parts you definitely can find here. Which one is your go-kart?
This one, the 69, Rotax, Junior Rotax.
Junior Rotax?
Yeah.
And how are you doing today?
Alright, yeah. Yeah.
What is your lap time?
I'm not quite sure, I haven't looked at it yet, but we're changing the gearing so it'll make it better for us.
So this is your first time here?
In a Rotax, yeah.
Oh, in a Rotax?
Yeah, in the Rotax, yeah.
So what you've done in the past?
Junior Subaru.
And what was the best lap in a Junior Subaru?
We haven't been down here for a while, so I don't remember.
Which is the difficult part of the circuit for you, and which one is the, I would say, not easiest, but one which you like?
The difficult bit is coming over the jump and getting the right bit, because if you get the right wrong, then it ruins you for the whole of the straight.
Okay, and which one is the best part for you?
Probably the second chicane.
The second?
Yeah.
Can you explain why?
I don't know, it's just, you hit the curbs and it's just fun, to be honest. You just go right over the curbs and it's fast, fun.
So this is the first time run for Bambinos.
Okay, as soon as 69's come round, we are clear down the bottom end.
With all these renovations, you are aiming for some Super 1 Series championship or something like this?
Well, that sort of depends really. We don't have the infrastructure to support Super 1 with the paddock space and everything. You know, we used to have Super 1 here when the venue was bigger, when the current owners of next door used to own this place, but now we just own the kart circuit. So we have the BKC, the Bambinos that come here of their national series, but Super 1's a step away at the moment.
And what is the future plans of the circuits?
The future plans for the kart circuit, it has its owner drivers, it has its hire kart customers, we do owner driver practice, we do various kart schools, and so really it's just continuing to go forward, to upgrade and do things bigger and better.
And can I ask you a little bit about your racing history? What have you done in the past?
Well, my history in racing is quite broad really. I started off at 11 years old doing radio controlled model power boats. Wow. That's really where I learned everything about life. How to do engine tuning, how to be competitive, how to win. I did become British champion at it, and then after that, as I grew up, I went on to motorbike racing. I've raced at all the big tracks. Been fortunate enough to be on the podium at Assen. So that's where I sort of got a lot more sort of interest in motorsport. And then when I started a family, I decided, and running my own business at the time, it was safer to take up kart racing. Always been late coming into all these sports. Started off in pro karts and ended up dominating that down here for years, and then I moved on to TKM 4-stroke and did my racecraft with that and dominated it, and then basically my son took up racing and I retired and sort of spent the rest of my time looking after him, and then ended up buying the place. So that's where the history is really. So got a good broad view of kart racing. My son did 5 years at sort of Super 1 level, and then we did a couple of years in Europe. So I've gathered a lot of knowledge over the years from different tracks and different race series, is the way they do everything. Always free advice to everybody else. As usual, don't make the mistakes I made.
Is your son aiming some future in the racing?
No. We're at the moment, he's now in the building in the construction industry. It's the usual thing when they start doing their O levels, and then they need to branch out and do other things in life, and then hopefully my son will probably come back. But my daughter's racing today, she's taking it up.
So all your family's racing?
Yeah, both the kids. Yeah, we love it.
Going into this corner now, you want to be nice and smooth as possible. Very important to be smooth through this section here. This is really where you want to be turning in. This is your turning in point now. Coming into this corner, the horseshoe, so you just want to be on that white line there. The most important thing about coming into this corner here is not to pull out the kart too far out wide. Okay, so you want to be about a kart width away from it. A quarter of the way into the corner, which is about now, is where you start want to step in your kart onto that tighter line, onto that white line here. And I like to take this curve coming into it. If you can get the camera there, get that nice straight line from this point hitting the curb to that point, flat out all the way through this horseshoe basically. And then you want to take this curb here, coming out of the horseshoe, you want to be gradually going over to this white line here where I'm walking. Coming through this corner here, I set my marker, pretty much my turning in point would be this marshal's post here, and you see that little, well, you see the cone and then the curb. It's pretty much in between there, which is just after this point here. That's where I'd be turning in. Where you're pretty much turning in, just after that you would be braking in a straight line, just the tiniest bit of brake. Coming into this corner here, all I call this is just the last corner. It's just your double apex corner. You've got an apex here, and you've got an apex coming out of it as well. So you're hitting the apex pretty much where this drain is. If you keep it nice and smooth, your kart will automatically just sit in between this middle line here, hold the steering as much as you can. You're going to be hitting this section here. You can go on the curb, as you can see. People have used the grass and gone over that point. Like every single corner, smooth as possible. Let the kart come out naturally. Don't fight the kart at all. I'd have to use this bit if I'm not using this point. If I'm not using this runoff here in any class, then I know I'm not going fast enough around that corner because I need to use this. That's pretty much it. Pretty much all the track walk I can go through, and hope that helps.
I'm Chloe Clark.
Chloe Clark. And you're racing today in which class?
Junior Subaru.
Junior Subaru?
Yeah.
Actually, can you tell a little bit, what is a Junior Subaru?
It's the engine make of a Subaru.
How quick is it? If we compare with the Rotax?
Oh, much slower than a Rotax.
Much slower, yeah?
Yeah, but it's quite faster into corners, and a Rotax is much more faster on straights and out of corners.
And what you can say for you, this circuit is easy to drive, or you find some bits difficult?
It's easy to drive, but you've just got to learn it right.
Which part of the circuit do you like better? You feel more confident there?
Probably the first chicane.
The first chicane?
Yeah.
Can you explain why?
It's just probably the fastest bit I could go.
So you like that feeling?
Yeah, and it took like ages to learn.
Month, 2 months? Year, 2 years?
Probably like 3 months.
3 months? That's quick.
Yeah.
That's really quick. And which is, you think, which is the most difficult for you?
Probably the horseshoe.
Explain me why.
Because you need to have the speed to go into the straight.
Into the...
And
it makes you laugh. Yeah, so yeah, let's concentrate on the corner. So you need to keep the speed, yeah?
Yeah, you need to have the speed on the horseshoe to have it on the straight.
Do you brake a lot in the horseshoe?
No. Go flat out.
Flat out?
Yeah, on the corner.
Actually, as I understand, for you this circuit is not that difficult.
No. I find it quite easy, but I've only ever been to Lydd. I haven't really been to other tracks in my kart.
Sorry, what's your name?
Tommy.
Tommy, and you?
Archie.
Archie. Can you tell me a little bit about this type of engine?
Well, yeah. So it's a 4-stroke engine, 250cc, based on a sort of like a Kawasaki top end with a bespoke bottom end that gives great sort of torque figures. So it's really easy to just jump in and drive, and quite a high power output as well. And yeah, fits on fits on any kind of tag chassis, so any Rotax chassis, and it'll go bolt straight on.
And can you tell me how reliable these engines?
Really reliable. I haven't had any problems with it since I've been racing them.
Can we compare them like 4-stroke Pro karts? Can we compare reliability?
I'd say as reliable as a Honda GX160 engine.
And how long you raced these engines, these karts?
So they've been around since the sort of early 90s, but we've then, as Dart Motorsport, we've kind of redeveloped the internals of the engine to gain more reliability from them. And yeah, we've just set up our own sort of Dart Racing race series now. So kind of just starting off from fresh with it all. And getting so much interest around the paddock due to the sort of noise and the sort of lap times we can manage out there.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Right, guys, so here he is. That was an amazing event, but it's finished already. Everyone packing up and ready to go home. So this was a video about Lydd Karting Circuit, and this was about racing line. Hopefully you like this video. If you like it, just hit that like button. If you don't, hit dislike button, and explain in comments down below why you put that dislike. If you think that something can be done better, just let me know. I'll definitely correct my mistakes. I'll try to work on it. I would like to say big thanks to everyone, to organizers, coordinators, to the circuit owner, amazing people, drivers. Everyone was very friendly, everyone was sharing information without any problems, no secrets, nothing at all. Everyone told me about racing line, about their go-karts, so thanks to you guys at Lydd Kart Circuit. You are amazing. And this is it. Next week I'll go another circuit. I already have it in the plans, but I'm not gonna tell you now because maybe something happened and I'm not gonna go there. Maybe I'll choose different circuits, so you will see that next week, guys. And I see you have here copper cards.
Yes, we do.
Can you tell to the viewers where they can find information about copper cards, for example, if they want to visit you?
Yes, certainly. We call it Hire Karts, and the information is all on our website under Hire Karts. However, we can start from age 6 and over a metre tall. That age group drives our Bambino karts, okay, and then we have cadet karts, which is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and some small 12-year-olds, and then we have junior karts that another age group can hire out. That's a taller 12-year-old, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then we have adult karts, the senior twin-engine pro karts, and the adults drive those karts. So we can do all adult events, corporate events, we can do family sessions, or we can just do children's sessions. So there's a huge variety of people to choose from.
Family sessions, is that means they go with the Bambino together?
We ask a lot more questions and we keep these bookings very close, but a Bambino can go on the circuit at the same time with family members, mum or dad, brother or sister.
Wow, I've never seen on any circuit
no,
like that.
It's not many kart circuits offer this, but we ask more questions and we keep the bookings very small. But they're very successful and they work very well here.
And what is your website?
Our website is lyddkartcircuit.com.
Guys, all the details, as usually, in the description down below. You can go and check all the information about Lydd Karting, and if you want to book it, just give a call. Or
yeah, also, what works very well here is emails. A lot of people will send me an email. I get between 5, 6, 7 a day. They send in a general inquiry. I'm looking to book this, I'm looking to arrange that, I don't know what I'm doing, can you help? And I send options to them, and then we talk on the phone, and before you know it, they've got something booked in. So for somebody that doesn't know too much about karting, wants to come karting, yep, please send me an email, and we can also talk to each other that way.